Alright, so what's going on, guys? So today we're gonna be replacing the clutch slave cylinder on my 96 Nissan hardbody. So I got this at AutoZone. That's a Duralast brand. I got it for $17.99 since I have a commercial account. I believe it retails for $34.99. That's pretty much the price. Plus tax. It's pretty much the price you're gonna find online, so I got a pretty good discount, so I just bought it. So need this line wrench, 14mm wrench or socket, some .3 brake fluid, and basically some other size wrench to take the line off the slave cylinder. It'll be right here. So first thing you want to do is jack up the car, put something behind the wheels. I already did that. Always use a cat, and we'll go down under the car right now. All right, so we're underneath the truck. Here's the slave cylinder. It's not that hard to take off. You just get these two bolts off, and there's a soft line that goes right here, connecting to the hard line right here. So there's also going to be a little clip, little C clip. It's like right here. Pop that off. And then you're gonna get your 10mm brake line wrench, and you're gonna loosen it. And some fluid should fall out. So I already loosened it.
Your way. How do you want it? You gon' back that thing up, push up on it, temperature rise, okay.
Alright, so now that's off. Whoa, it is draining out. So now that that's off, we're gonna take a 14mm wrench and loosen it. Damn, this shit's off. I'm gonna get this. Damn it. Finally done. What you should have when you're done. Damn, this thing is pretty bad condition. So I was trying to bleed it when I took off the dampener, and it's in pretty bad condition. This thing just popped off. So I mean, for less than 20 bucks, it was a good deal. I mean, I don't know how much it's gonna be for you guys, but yeah, we're gonna take off this line. I'll tell you what size wrench right now. It's gonna be 17mm wrench. So I'm probably just gonna step on it and then take it off, and then we'll start We'll start bench bleeding the other one. All right, well, I got the line off. So it ended up being like a 17mm. Apparently, I guess most tool kits don't come with 16mm. But I ended up getting it off with the 17mm, and I got like a little portable vise that I had at the shop. I just brought it here. So I took it off, put it on here. But before that, I needed to bench bleed it because the whole reason I even got this is because the old one wasn't really giving me any more pressure. And I looked underneath and it was all ripped and ugly. That's the whole reason I even got this one. So I tried doing it this method where you just put this in here where it originally was, put a little hole, and put in this little thing, and you basically just push on this to get all the air out, and it wasn't sucking anything up, so I put this on and it worked. I also cleaned it up, but I've been doing this for a while. You just push on this. See a little bit of air coming out. Let it go. Push on it some more. Let it go. Push on it some more. Let it go. I also cleaned up the top, so yeah, there are some air bubbles coming out. The whole point is just to get this filled with fluid. Yeah, there's still a good amount of air in here. I'm not 100% sure if this will actually work. There's a crap ton of air keeps coming out. Alright, it looks like there's no more air. Yeah, it's just straight fluid now. Yeah, there's no more air. Yeah, it's not really any more air. There's a little bit of air. This thing's getting harder too. I mean, it looks good, so I'm just gonna install it, and then we'll begin the bleeding process on the actual car. So I already installed it, it's all connected. I didn't put it there because I had to make this new brake line, so it doesn't fit perfectly. So it's installed. There we are going to fill up our clutch reservoir with brake fluid. I already did that. And if you blend the clutch correctly, you should have some resistance. If you didn't do it correctly, or if you didn't bench bleed it good, it would just fall down to the floor. So I mean, it's pushing back, so that means you did do it correctly. So now I'm gonna have somebody come inside and push onto the clutch. So there's two methods. The way I've seen it is just go down slowly. When you go all the way down, open the bleeder valve, and then when fluid starts coming out, close it, and then release on the clutch. The way I was personally taught was to do it like this. Go down, like halfway, 2, and the third one go all the way down, and then release the bleeder valve, and then close it. So that's the way I was personally taught, and that's the way we're gonna do it until air stops coming out. Or you could it'll sound like wet farts basically. You hear like the coming out, and then eventually just a steady stream will start coming out of the bleeder valve, and when that happens, you know you did enough. So I'm gonna go down to the car. I'm gonna have my wife step on the clutch. So I'm done bleeding the clutch now, so it's coming back up. Everything works now. I had a little leak from where I removed the clutch dampener, so I had to tighten that up because it was leaking. And everything works. So I just need to do a couple more things before it's ready to drive. So I also found out where I don't know if you guys watch Jim or Evan Shanks, but they showed a video of them drifting at an abandoned warehouse, and I saw I messaged one of the bikers that was there, and he sent me the address. So I should be drifting this truck hopefully next weekend, or maybe in the next 2 videos you'll see me drifting the truck there. So if you want to follow the build progress, please subscribe. It really helps me out, and give a like on this video. If you want to buy custom beer tap shift knobs, check out my eBay account. It's Cali.level7 is the eBay ID, or just type in like JDM beer tap shift knobs is what I basically sell them by. So I hope you guys liked the video. See you guys next time.